For a lot of you, this footage playing in the background should bring back some memories. For the ones it does not strike a chord with, where the fuck were you the last few years? This is No Man's Sky. Gather round, kids, as I tell you a story of promises made, content delivered, and how to piss off the masses, Sean Murray style. No Man's Sky is an action-adventure survival developed by indie studio Hello Games and had so much hype generated around before launch that gamers around the world, myself included, were foaming at the mouth waiting to get our hands on this game. And in August 2016 we finally had our chance. I was one of the few people who pre-ordered the game through the PSN store and stayed up until midnight playing it. Sitting in a PlayStation party with a friend, I remember my general enthusiasm and hype die rather quickly. When I eventually got off to go to bed, my buddy asked me what I thought, and I said, yeah, it's alright. Which was really code for, what the ever-living fuck. The game's premise was essentially built around 4 pillars: exploration, survival, combat, and trading. Players are free to roam and explore the procedurally generated open universe, which is said to contain a meager, and I use sarcasm here for meager, 18 quintillion fucking planets. Each planet has its own ecosystem. There are various alien species in each star system that you can interact with for various items or blueprints. You can trade or purchase resources and ships. Your suit, ship and multi-tool can be upgraded with a variety of mods to help your survival, and all of this is done while seeking out the Atlas in the centre of the universe. All I can say about the Atlas through my experience of the game is that it's an entity guiding you on your journey. There was even supposed to be multiplayer. Yes, multiplayer in an open universe game. Alas, it was too good to be true. Upon launch, the game was missing a wide variety of mechanics that were mentioned by Sean Murray, particularly the multiplayer capabilities. Critically, the game received mixed reviews, some praising the technical side of a procedurally generated universe, and others considering the gameplay lackluster and repetitive. With the game's blatant lack of promised features, the fanbase was, as you would expect, fucking livid. Hello Games fell off the social media map for months after launch, which in turn created more backlash from the fans. Then Sean Murray appeared back in the social limelight, and bringing with him the free Foundation update. He was clearly trying to mend the damage done by the car crash that was No Man's Sky's launch. The Foundation update brought the ability to define a planet as your home planet and construct a base on said planet. Once constructed, the player could return to their base via teleportation from a space station anywhere in the local system. Bases had research terminals to be manned by the alien NPCs, which can unlock additional components and blueprints. You were able to harvest flora for resources in base, and you could relocate said base at will if you found a cooler planet. There were automatic mineral drills, so no more spamming your shitting multi-tool all day. The Foundation update also included 2 new play modes: Survival, where the difficulty is ramped up quite a bit, and Creative mode, which essentially allows you to create shit. Murray was determined to try and redeem the shit show that occurred in August, and the Foundation was literally, as its name suggests, the foundation for those repairs. In March 2017, another free update, known as Pathfinder, found its way to No Man's Sky, and added features such as base sharing and new vehicles called exocrafts to aid in exploration. This update also added player-created racetracks that could be shared with other members of the online community, and they could race to beat your best times. This update also added the permadeath option and support for PS4 Pro enhanced graphics. A third update, titled Atlas Rises, was then released in August 2017, and it added a significant 30 hours of story content, narrative, and procedurally generated missions. Players could use portals to teleport quickly across the galaxy. There was also joint exploration, which allowed 16 players to explore the same planet and use voice and text commands to communicate to each other in close proximity, while seeing each other as glowing spheres. This was Hello Games' first important step into synchronous co-op. All of these free updates added a massive list of quality of life changes to the game also, like lower surface flight, recharging vital equipment via a quick menu, and many more additions. This brings us to today, July 24th, 2018, and No Man's Sky's next update. Now that is literally the name, Next, which is probably going to get really fucking confusing for the sake of this video. Thanks a bunch, Sean fucking Murray. The next update is quite the ambitious undertaking from Hello Games. Some of the things we'll expect to see are visual and cosmetic changes, massively improved lighting and atmospheric effects, increased draw distances, a new cloud rendering system, improved textures and waters, a third-person perspective camera, a new sense of scale with a more Earth-like planetary generation system that produces more mountains, valleys, flora, fauna and architectural props, narrative, story and main quest changes to ships and fleets. You now get access to a freighter as a freebie early on instead of having to pay a huge sum of money for them. There's a new frigate system. You can now buy frigates and have 50 of them in a fleet that follows your freighter around space. The base building has been reworked with a greater focus on construction using individual pieces, floors, walls, ceilings, etc. You can now build anywhere on a planet rather than a set habitable outpost. You can now have multiple bases. But the headline edition in Next, of course, is multiplayer. You can now play in groups of up to 4 players viewing their actual avatars. You can customize your own avatar. Yes, you can play as Gek. Special live missions are coming soon too, and completing them rewards you an in-game currency that lets you purchase things like emotes, ships, parts and vehicles. There are no microtransactions, and you can mark points of interest to your group, drop resources directly into friends' inventories and join players at will. All of this makes No Man's Sky's next update sound fucking fantastic, and I personally cannot wait to put some content up on this channel for you guys to watch. Fingers crossed it is as good as it looks on these patch notes here, and hopefully it'll be a game that I can jump into whenever I'm bored, play with some friends, and generally get some good content out of. I am eager to see what Sean Murray and Hello Games have done with this next update, and I congratulate them on their persistent updates and the fact that they stood by their project even though it was tarred at launch for having a lack of features that I previously mentioned at the start of the video. Sean Murray and Hello Games, I applaud you for your persistent nature and the fact that it does show that you are very passionate about this project. It does, because any other company would have just walked away, but you didn't. You stuck to it, and for that you have my respect, because the free updates that you have launched recently have actually been very good, and I am hoping that the next update will be the jewel in your crown, and that you will continue to release more and more content in the following months. Thank you all very much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Keep an eye out on the channel for more No Man's Sky content. As soon as the update drops, I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be recording footage. Going to try and get some good shit for you all, and with a bit of luck, we can all enjoy No Man's Sky together. Again, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please hit that like button. It's very much appreciated. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell so you know full well when I have uploads. And as always, guys, stay classy, and I'll see you out there in the universe exploring.